have your registration numbers. So in the last session, we went through some of the documentation tools like Word, PowerPoint, Office, package kind of things. So we will today go through some of the key tools that will help you in your academic path to create documents and those kind of things like flyers, posters, your resume. Those kind of things can be created using these tools. So first we will see how we can use Canva for creating. So you can use your university email address or your personal email address to go to your Canva account. So this is the home page you will see when you first log into your Canva account. So here you have multiple tabs in your left side, like project, templates, and those kind of things. So in your project folder, you will have all your projects you recently created. Okay. In your template tab, you can see all the templates that are readily available for you. You just have to edit your own personal things to this already available templates. Okay. Sorry about that. I will share the screen. So can someone confirm that you can see the screen now? If you have any issues like if you can't see the screen, let me know. Okay. Okay. So sign out again. So you can go to, you can just search Canva in your Google search and you will see the first link will direct you to the Canva official account. So once you log into your Canva account, you will see the home page as this one. Okay. So here you have multiple options like creating a document, creating a whiteboard, presentation, social media things, video, website, etc. Okay. You have multiple tabs in your left side here. The first one is home, project, templates. So in your project folder, if you go to your project folder, you will see your recent projects here. The projects you have worked on. In your templates folder, you can see the templates that are already created for you. So these are the templates that we can use, which are readily available. Okay. So first, we will just see how we can use the. Okay. Let's go for flyer. Okay. So you might have seen these kind of structured posters that, that are shared through the social media, like uh, online classes, webinars, those kind of things. So if you just select a one like this, you can see some of the more related to this one, some of the templates which are mostly related to this already selected template. Okay, or you can just select this one to edit, customize to your own preference. So if you have a pro account, then you can use all the templates available here. Otherwise, some of the templates will have the crown icon. So in these templates cannot be used for free users. Okay, you have to pay to get a Canva Pro account to use these templates. So make sure if you are using a free account to go for the templates which don't have the crown icon at the bottom corner of right side. So I have selected this one. So you can hold your control key and you can just scroll to zoom in and zoom out from your uh, template. Okay. So here just you can click here and you can type your like this. Okay. So you can include all your personal preferred details to this template. You can replace your phone number and then you have your own poster like this. Okay. And then you can go to just share here and then download. You can select the file type that you want. You have PDF, JPEG, PNG. If I select PDF, let's go for PNG. You see here, we have successfully created our first file. So now we can share this one through social media or whatever the platform you like. Okay, this is just a single example of how you can create a flyer. Okay, so let's see how we can. So after creating a flyer, if I go to project folder, you can see the recent project of mine. So again, click that one. I can continue editing from whatever the position I left this template. Okay, so let's go to template and select another like posters. So these are the readily available posters that you can customize for your own preference. So these are uh, only available for pro accounts. So if I select this one, customize. Now I can replace all the details that I want for my own poster. Okay. Let's try a resume. So now I have selected a template for my own resume. So if you are using your keyboard, it will be very easy for you to edit in this Canva platform. So holding control and scrolling up and down can easily move your editing tool to zoom in and zoom out. Okay. And then you can select multiple tabs by holding your shift key. So if you're holding a shift key and select multiple things, all can be selected at once like this. Then we can move these things around, or you can use your arrow keys in your keyboard as well. If you want to undo, you can press Ctrl Z. So now we can replace our education, our details to this tab. So when you click on this profile picture, so if I double click, you can see the complete picture. So we can now adjust our picture to align with your own preference like this. So if you want to remove the picture, you can click on the profile picture and then delete it. So now the picture has been removed. So if you want to remove the frame, again you have to press delete, and then your profile picture was gone. So if I want to add my own pictures, for that let's go to another tab and just take a photo. Yeah. So these images are not real people. So these are every image is generated by AI. So I will select one. So now I have to go to uploads here and then upload a file. So now I will select the file I just downloaded. It has been uploaded successfully. Okay. So if I just click here, the image was successfully uploaded to our resume. So if I drag this image to our profile window, so you can see it is automatically getting embedded inside our profile picture frame. Okay. So now I can zoom in and customize. So all I have to do is double click here and then I can adjust it. So I will make it, see, I can adjust the picture to align with my own preference like this. And then I can press enter. So this image can be used in another template as well. So if I go to uploads, you can see for this template as well, I can see the image that I have uploaded. I remove it. See, it is very convenient to use Canva to create this kind of professional documents. So let's see how we can add a link here. So we have a phone number, and I want whoever using this PDF, when they are clicking on this phone number, they have to redirect it to calls. Okay. So what I can do is I can go to this link, a link, and then I can give the phone number that I want to redirect. So now you can see we have an underlined clickable phone number here. And then we can do the same thing for email address as well. Here you can see it has been already replaced with mail to. And also we can move multiple objects around the PDF like this. So once you are dragging one single text field, you can see you are getting multiple alignment suggestions like the width and the distance between the previous text box and the text box that is placed below. So you can easily format these text tabs to align properly. Okay. So after editing all these things, we can go to share and then we can click on download. So now I can download a PDF of my resume. So this is the PDF that I was just created. You can see how easy and how convenient it is. So if I click here, you can see it is already trying to redirect me to call this person. So if I click here, so if my email tab is open, it will automatically redirect me to send an email to this email address. We can add web links as a hyperlink as well. So let's try that as well. So I will select this tab and I will press Ctrl C to copy and Ctrl V to paste it. So let's select these two and move them a bit below and we will add a email website here. So I can go to elements here and I can select the element that I want. So let's search for web. So these are the images that I can use to indicate a website. So let's go with this one. So for the color, I will just click here to get the same color as other icons here. Okay. So now our web address is okay, but so what will happen if I just download it now? Let's see. So you don't see a hyperlink here, right? So even though it is automatically getting the hyperlink, we didn't put any hyperlink here. So how we can put a hyperlink? For that, we can go to this tab and we can select the website and then we can go to link. Okay. So now it has been successfully updated with a hyperlink. Okay. See, now we can redirect redirect to whatever the website we want using these links. And also we have a concept called layers. So let's say I have another image. Let's upload the same image. So now this layer is behind the text, right? So you can see the text here. So the image is behind this text. So I can bring forward my image using this bring forward, bring front, send backward, send back options. So if I click bring forward, see, if I click bring front, this will be the first layer. So if I go to layers here, see, our image is the first layer here. So if I drag this one to this one as the second layer, you can see google.com is popping up before our image. So our first layer is this one. So you can rearrange these layers as your own preference to hide or show up whatever the layer you like. Okay. So those are the concept called layers. So here you can see these objects are made of multiple objects like this. See. So after creating these objects, you can bring those layers, bring forward or backward to align with your own need. So those are the things I wanted to explain about Canva. So those are not only available templates. So if I go to templates, you have multiple options, like even creating a video, you have available options for that as well. Creating a logo, website, videos, and also you have options for creating presentations as well. So here you can see there are multiple presentations. So I can filter out for our own preference as well. So let's say I want a presentation for my uh, business presentation. So these are presentations that are specifically designed for businesses. Okay. So in my business presentation, let's say I want marketing. These are the templates available for marketing. Here you can see all the available slides as well. So you just have to replace your own data with already created templates here. So here you have option called filter. So in the filter, you can see we can filter out by categories as well. We have filters called themes as well. If I select a black one, So these are the theme presentations or documents which are themed with black. So I can select professional here. So like this, you can use this tool to search and find a template that you prefer, and you can continue editing to create your own templates. Okay. So those are the things I want to discuss about Canva. So the next tool I want to discuss is Draw.io. So now you know how to create a presentation, resume, flyer, poster, those kind of things. So Draw.io is used to create diagrams, flowcharts, those kind of documents which will show up a pipeline kind of things like class diagrams and educational documents. For that, we have multiple options like here. You can see we have multiple options. So I will show you a simple example. So this one is created using Draw.io. You can see we have multiple paths here, uh, which are connected to create a login protocol like this. So these kind of pipelines can be easily created using this Draw.io tool. So let's try to recreate some simple part of this example, right? So initially we have a box here for external user. For that, I can select a rectangle square here, or a rectangle, or a rounded rectangle. So I will create a box, sharp edged rectangle. So you can change the theme using this icon as well. So now it's a dark theme one. So you can toggle this button to create dark or light theme platform for yourself. So now, so now we have created a rectangle. So I want to create a rounded edge square here. So what I will do is will get this one, and then I can go to this tab available in my right side, and then I can take this rounded to make it round edge. So if I double click on this square, I can type whatever I want for this specific square. So I will use external user. So we can color our objects using this already created templates. Okay. So now we have to add a circle here for login. So I will just click on this circle. So now we have to make an arrow from external user to login. For that, when I hover my mouse to this object, this square, you can see we are getting multiple arrows here. So I can use this one to just drag and connect it to our object. Okay, so here you can see we have a straight arrow. For that, I can just click here. So you have multiple controls when you click on an arrow. So that we can just change the bending point like this. or up and down using these arrows. So these anchor points serve a specific purpose to change the structure of our arrows. So if I want to create a straight arrow like this, I can go to settings of these arrows, and here you can see we have multiple options. Okay. So I will select the straight one. So since we join this one to this object like this, now these two are connected. So if I drag this one, you can see the arrow is also uh, changing its direction to point to our circle. So we have multiple other options as well. So if I select the uh, entity relation, we will get an arrow like this. So if I select this one, you will get an arrow like this. So now I have to create enter prompt circle. For that, I don't have to again go to this circle. I just copy this one and I will paste it. So like this, you can create multiple objects for your own preference. And when I go to this tab available in the left side, you can see we have multiple options, right? So we have actor, we can place here for external user like this. Or we can use these arrows as well. So if I select an arrow like this, you can see we have multiple anchor points. So the anchor points that are available in the corner of this arrow are used to change the direction like this. And also we have another anchor point here in the middle of our arrow. So if I click on this anchor point and drag it, you can see we can bend the arrow like this one. So if I bend an arrow using a anchor point available in the middle, you can see we have now we have another two more anchor points created. So now we can use those anchor points to bend our arrow as well. And also we have another two anchor points here with the color orange. So if I use those arrows in the center, we have this anchor point. If I click that anchor point and drag it, you can see the width of our arrow is getting narrowed down or expand like this. So this anchor point is saved for expanding or narrowing down our arrowhead. So these are the not only available options. So if I go to this other options, you can see we have multiple options like this. So when I go to advanced, you have advanced options. basics. So all these things are vector based. So no matter how much you zoom in, you will not lose any quality. You can easily zoom in and zoom out to create more perfectly aligned diagrams. So I will show you some of the diagrams created using this Draw.io. So every one of the diagram you see here are created using Draw.io. So you can create diagrams like timeline diagrams as well. So everything here you see are created using this Draw.io tool. So you can insert images for this as well. So if I go to import from device, see you can import images to our diagram like this. So after creating your diagram, you can go to File, Export As, and you can select the file type you want to export. So we have options like SVG, PNG, JPG, PDF. So I will go for PNG. I can select a border width like 10. So this is the diagram that we just created. Okay, so if I zoom in, you can see we are losing the details because it is a PNG file. So if I want a vector-based file, I can go for SVG here. So this is a vector-based file. So we can zoom in without losing the details. Okay. Those are the things I want to discuss for Draw.io. You can play around with these tools, these pre-created objects to create different various type of diagrams. Okay. Next we have AI generated tools. Okay. The first one is ChatGPT. I think most of you have used this one. Most of you have familiar with ChatGPT. So I have already created an account. So I just automatically logged into this account. So if you are new to ChatGPT, you have to log in with Google account, or you have to create an account for this OpenAI account to create access this ChatGPT. Okay, so I have some prompts to show you how we can use this ChatGPT to complete our uh, tasks. So what I'm asking here is explain ChatGPT to someone who has never used it before. So you can see it is giving examples like how we can use ChatGPT to uh, optimize our day-to-day tasks. So if I don't like the response, I can go here and I can regenerate the output as well. Okay. So we can use it to perform our math operations as well. But I won't recommend you to use ChatGPT to solve math-related problems, as this is an AI tool and it can provide mistakes. It can create mistakes because it is a AI tool, not a calculator. Okay, so it is explaining how we can solve this Pythagoras theorem. It's explaining how Pythagoras theorem is used. Okay, and then we can use prompts like simplify the expression 2x plus 3 times x minus 5. Got it? And also we can use this to explain science related topics as well. So the prompt is, what are the key difference between mitosis and meiosis? So these AI models are trained using the materials available online. So you can see we are getting a detailed summary of the difference between those two cells. So if you press enter, it will take it as a prompt. So what if I want to enter without giving it as a prompt? So I can hold shift key and then press enter to go to next line. If you press just enter, it will take it as a prompt. So hold shift key and press enter to go to the next line to type something else. So we are asking, explain the greenhouse effects in simple terms. All right, and we can use ChatGPT to for language learning as well. So what I'm asking here is, can you provide 10 commonly used idioms in English and their meanings? So now we are using ChatGPT to learn French. So ChatGPT is a great tool to learn coding as well. So if I ask what's the difference between HTML and CSS, it will give a detailed instruction on what's the difference, and it will give you provide examples as well. Okay. We can use ChatGPT to solve coding related problems. So I have an example. So here I have a Python code. Okay. So here I have a Python code. So it has no issues. It is running perfectly. So now what I will do is I will remove, let's remove a parameter here. So if I run the module now, so I'm getting an error. Okay. So now I can use ChatGPT to troubleshoot this issue. So let's say I don't know what's the issue which is caused to get this error. So what I can do is I can just copy the code. And then I can say, so I am now we are getting a detailed instruction on how we can troubleshoot this issue. So here you can see what ChatGPT is suggesting is to add a parameter ARR to this get number from list function. So that's the thing I have just removed, right? So here I removed the ARR. ChatGPT is instructing me to add that one. Okay, so it is suggesting that I should add ARR to this function. So now we have successfully troubleshooted our code. So next we can provide prompts for our career and personal developments as well. So I can say, can you help me write a professional email to my professor about an assignment? So we have multiple chats here. So since I have only one, you can see we have only one chat. So I can create another one. And then again. So now it is asking what's the reason for this, what's the context for this email. So if I provide the context, it will create a detailed professional email that we can send. Okay. So if you are using ChatGPT to create emails and those kind of things, make sure to copy only the relevant details. Don't copy entire thing like I'd be happy to help you, these kind of things to your email. Just make sure you are copying the correct contents. So now we are asking what should I include in the resume if I am applying for my first internship. So these are the things that I should add to my resume if I am applying for my first internship. So here you can see you are getting a memory updated kind of message. So what it means is ChatGPT is learning from what you are saying. So now ChatGPT has learned that I am applying for my first internship. So I can press here this delete icon to make it forget that memory. So let's go for another one, and let's say I am undergraduate student. Hmm. See, now the memory has been updated. So if I go to you can see ChatGPT has learned pursuing a BSc and is enthusiastic about science. Let's see another one. So let's say currently. So we can see again the memory updated option here. So if I go to memory, you can see it's currently learning about the three body problem. So if I create another chat here and say, see, this is a new chat, but you can see it is getting all the details of about me from my previous chat from the memory. So what it's saying is undergraduate students pursuing BSc and that was strong enthusiasm for science. So we can update our memories or we can customize our own preference to just make it forget or keep those things to get better results for our prompts. So if I click here, clear memories, every memory, everything ChatGPT learned about me will be clear. Okay. So now we can provide a detailed instructions like this as well. So the more you provide clearly about your preference, your request, it will be precise for you. So what I'm saying is I want you to act as an interviewer. I will be the candidate and you will ask me the interview questions for my position, chemistry lab assistant. I want you to only reply as an interviewer. So these kind of things can be specifically mentioned for ChatGPT, and ChatGPT will follow those instructions to provide us with our own interest. Okay. So now it is acting as a interviewer for me. So now I can train how we can face an interview using this assistant as well. So if you want a table, let's create another chat. ChatGPT can create a table and describe the difference between whatever we are asking. Okay. So what I wanted to explain from this prompt is create a table comparing the properties of three types of waves. So you can see we have created a complete table to describe the difference between those three waves types. Okay. And also we can use ChatGPT to start a discussion. So what are the pros and cons of AI in education? So make sure to create multiple chats with its own uh, category. Like, so if you are using a single chat to solve math problems, create another chat to help you with interview problems. So don't mix it everything in a single chat. Create multiple chats with different uh, options. So these are the pros and cons of AI in education. So what I have to say is, don't just rely on ChatGPT for everything. So if you are coming across a problem, don't just quickly go to ChatGPT and try to get the solution. So in that case, you won't learn anything new. So you will just go through the answer and you will say, this is the correct one. But you won't learn how to think and you won't improve the ability to solve solutions or create solutions for problems on your own. So it will become an addiction to just go to ChatGPT for whatever the problems. So you will struggle in exams and uh, final practical exams when you're just using ChatGPT for tutorials and those kind of things, just to complete tutorials and those kind of things. you will struggle in the end exams. So please don't use these tools to just generate the entire answer and create full document. Use it to troubleshoot or use it as an assistant. Tell the ChatGPT to guide you through the answer, not to give the entire answer. Just ask it to just guide you to uh, solve this problem. So it will not reveal the entire answer, just guide you to how you can get the answer. So that will be beneficial. But if you just completely generate the answer and just copy paste it, you won't learn anything new. That will be very hard for you to cope at the end exams. So ChatGPT is not just a text tool. So we can use to ChatGPT to generate images as well. I will just show you one single example. So what I'm asking here is generate an image of a classroom with students sitting at the desk engaging in a science lesson. The teacher standing at a whiteboard is explaining a diagram of the solar system. The classroom has educational posters on the walls, and there are large windows showing a sunny day outside. So this is an entirely new image that is just created. Okay. So we can use ChatGPT to generate images as well. So ChatGPT is not the only AI generating tool. So we have another tool called Gemini, which is the AI assistant for Google. So we have talked about Google Workspace like Google Sheets, Excel, Google Sheets, Google Docs, PowerPoint presentations, and those kind of things, Google Slides. Gemini also integrated to this Google Workspace. So we can use Gemini to generate answers for these prompts as well. So both are different. It will give answers in its own different training strategy based on its own training strategy. So here you can see what I'm asking is the difference between HTML and CSS. So these are the answer we are getting from the Gemini. So let's try another one. So we have an option here, export to Sheets. So since Sheets is the product of Google as well, we can quickly export the options to answer whatever the answer we are getting to directly to Google Sheets. It is very easy to use these tools as all are integrated to create a single workspace. So let's try this image generation with Gemini. So Gemini will sometimes fail to create images because it is more restricted than the ChatGPT. Okay, so what we are asking is we are asking to create a classroom with a teacher and students. So it is mostly restricting it because it cannot create the people, generate people and children. So that's the reason. So let's say yes. it is not entirely accurate, but ChatGPT did a pretty good job. So it is up to you. It is your preference to use whatever the tool you want. But make sure to try it first before going to an AI assistant. Okay. Okay, those are the things I wanted to discuss today. So So I have to remind you to go to MOOC and create a account because I only saw around 100 students. So rest of you have not started your course yet. Uh, Only around 100 students have successfully enrolled to the course. If you forgot it, just enroll to the course today because it has been started last Monday. Okay. So if you are having any issues related to logging into MOOC account, please send me an email with a screenshot and a detailed description. Okay. Uh, Please make sure to include a screenshot and describe what you are doing and what's the issue you are facing. Login kind of related issues. So some of you have already asked about whether I can use the mobile phone or should I use the laptop. So I prefer to use the laptop. If you can complete those things in your mobile phone, it is up to you. But uh, if you don't have a laptop, you can use your mobile phones if compatible. But I prefer that you use a laptop for completing those modules. If you have any So if you have any questions, please let me know in the chat.
Okay, some of you have encountered some issues while going through the courses in the MOOC. So you have given some feedback to your Google form. So I'll go through the question and let you know what you can do about those issues. Okay. So some of you had issues enrolling to the MOOC platform due to an error. Some of you were encountering an error when you are joining to the courses. So first make sure you have logged on to your university student email account. Okay. So make sure you have used your student email account, and then when you are signing into MOOC, you have to keep the sign in with Google option. So make sure you have followed those two steps because the other way creating an account will not work. If you have used those two steps and still the error persists, please let us know by sending an email. Okay. The second thing is some of you have said that you have difficulty understanding the terminology and technical terms. For that, I think you might have to do some self-studies to get familiar with the terminology, especially because those are just English words that are being used in a special context. So In order to get familiar with those things, I think you have to use some self-studies. But and even after that, if you still have issues, you can contact us again through an email. Okay. So first, make sure you put some effort to understanding these things, and if you're still having difficulties, then let us know. Some of you have submitted asking for PDF notes. I think most of the notes are uploaded and the recordings too. The remaining ones, we'll upload them in due course, okay? And there was another question asking whether Microsoft 365 account is required for Word, PowerPoint, and Excel. And yes, you have to have a Microsoft 365 account because all the other applications like Word, PowerPoint, and Excel, they come along with the 365 account. So you have to have a 365 account in order to use the other services. It's similar to what Google does. You have to have a Gmail account or a Google account if you want to use Docs, or slides, and sheet. Similarly, you have to have a Microsoft 365 account if you want to use the apps that come along with it. Okay, and the other thing is you have encountered an error while trying to use the university email to use Microsoft 365. The thing is, it is not yet set up, okay, because we are still in the process of getting licensing for the Microsoft 365 account for your student email account. So for that, you can create a new Outlook or MS 365 account, essentially the same. You can create an Outlook account for your personal use. Then use that Outlook account to use Word, PowerPoint, and Excel. Okay, you can just create a Outlook account. Similarly, how you create a Gmail account. Okay, and there was another question about not receiving a certificate for completed CS license. If you have this issue, please send us an email. Okay, and the marks in the MOOC, they are automatically updated. Okay, they are automatically updated, and the courses and your progress is auto saved. Both of those things are auto saved. Okay, and finally, someone has asked about using a smartphone to follow the courses. I think it's more convenient to use a PC because a PC is required to conveniently use the platform. The desktop view on a mobile device would be really difficult to work with. But the thing is, you can use computers in the department laboratories to do these activities once you come to the university. Okay, so if you have difficulties, you can complete the activities once you come to the university. So don't worry about that. Those were the questions that you have asked. And if you have questions except for these ones, you can drop an email. Okay. Okay, thank you.
Right. Let's conclude the session. Now you can leave. Thank you for your.